Come in to find out why our customers always say RCB Bank. That's my bank.
Be sure you know what's below and call 811 before you dig.
And basketball manager, Gabriella Edwards. Madison Alexander, the daughter of Jason Alexander and Mandy Alexander. Kimberly Dooley, the daughter of JJ and Angela Dooley.
Welcome to the Hub. I'm Bruce Boat along with Joe Kennedy, our board operator. We're up and running. It's senior night. Last game of the season at home before we go into districts. Honoring Cushing High School girls seniors tonight. And Cushing will be graduating Dooley, Alexander, McBroom, and Matthews.
Please show your appreciation for these talented athletes and their parents by giving one more round of applause.
And then before the boys' game, they announce the seniors for the boys.
Seniors and the families may now exit the pool.
And I'm looking at the roster, and Cushing is not graduating any basketball players
This concludes our senior night
this year, so
Congratulations
I guess that's why we only had the four girls out there tonight.
CHS.
Last time these two teams met, Sperry, in Sperry, the Pirates, Lady Tigers dropped it 57-44. And looking to get a little home court. Well, they're at 1-12, 0-6 in conference, and we'll take a few minutes as the national anthem is about to be started.
Yes, at this time, please stand and honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now introduce the lineup for the Sperry Lady Pirates. Number 10, Haley Edmondson. Number 22, Bella Ryan. Number 23, Lexi Whitman. Number 25, Kylie Reed. Number 45, Shelby White. Now the starting lineup for your Lady Tigers. Number 5, Maddie Alexander. Number 12, Kimberly Dooley. Number 33, Hildy Cruz. Number 35, Gabby Edwards.
Welcome back to the Hub. Tuesday night, Lady Tigers set to take on Pirates, Lady Pirates from Sperry, Oklahoma. Long trip down. North Tulsa. Glad to have them in the house. Pirates with a 6-8 record, 3-6 in districts. Lady Tigers 1-12 on the year, 0-6 in the district. And Sperry will control basketball. Welcome, everybody. We got a lot going on this week. We got districts starting Friday, as we will start our districts down at Crossing Christian. There's a nice block by Dooley. Hard to get a lot by Dooley and McBroom down there on the low side. Sperry tried it and was rejected. Crossing Christian, three-pointer from the corner. Won't fall. I don't have a name. For that player. Good three. Dropped in by Reed. And that'll put Sperry on board first here tonight. Alexander. Maneuvering the baseline, wasn't much there, and kicked it back out. Another three-pointer. Heel won't go, and the putback by Broom in the right place at the right time. Broom on the board for the Lady Tigers. 3-2, we just started. Three-pointer from the wing. Doesn't fall. For Sperry, and we come back the other way. From the wing, 3-point. McBroom there. First kickback, and McBroom 4 points from the floor. Matthews tried the three-pointer. Couldn't get it to fall from the wing left side. Nito checks in for the Lady Tigers. So you had Nito, Broom, Dooley, Alexander. From the wing was Dooley. She couldn't get it to fall. 3-2 is your score, or 4-3 is your score. Lady Tigers win it, 4 points from McBroom. She got both her buckets underneath the basket, into the lane. A couple three-point shots put up, missed, and she was there to put back. Nice drive by Sperry. Put it up. Wouldn't go, but you have to put back. Alexander for three. High wing, right side. Alexander drained the bottom out of that one. Oh, good job by Alexander to get the block out. Get the reach over foul on Sperry. 7-5. Lady Tigers lead it by 2. Nito to McBroom under the bucket. In the lane, up and over bucket. 6 points for McBroom, all of them from point blank range on that right side of the bucket. Good play by Sperry there. Get the bucket in. It's 9-7. Sperry staying close. Cushing trying to break out here early on. 3 points for Alexander, 6 points for McBroom. Matthews, the 5th player in the game. I missed her a minute ago. Tigers moving the ball around well. Kick out. Dooley from the corner won't go. Dooley 0 for 2 outside. Sperry trying to pick up that tempo a little bit. Wide open in the lane. Missed a point blank shot, and now a foul. 2-shot foul for Sperry. That'll be against Maddie Alexander. Her first foul of the game, first team foul for the Tigers. Both teams have one. Free throw, rolls around, falls in. Makes it a 1-point game. Sperry can tie it up here. Second shot, good. Tie ball game, 9-all. 3:08 left in the first. Senior night. Last regular season game. We'll get to close out the season here in our own home court. Anito from the left corner. Hits the heel of the rim, won't go. Dooley will chase it down. Tigers are only 1 for 5 outside the 3-point area so far here in the first. Good hustle play by Dooley. So far here in the first, you can see Lady Tigers leaving that lane wide open down low. If you'll look right there, you can see how Sperry has them spread out. Good job by Matthews. We recognize that. Off the heel, 3-pointer won't go. Nanito with a great rebound. Alexander with the ball off the glass, wouldn't go, and there's McBroom with her 8th point. Same spot, off the glass. Alexander 1 for 2 outside the arc. 3 points to her credit. There's another great anticipation play by Dooley. Off the glass, wouldn't fall. Last touch by the Lady Pirates. Sperry will tie it up 11-all with just right at a minute left in the first period. Full court press by Sperry didn't stall out the Tigers that time. Alexander tried one off the glass. Sperry takes the lead. Only the second time in the ball game. First one was the first shot of the game. 11-13 with 37 seconds left in the first period. Cushing with 2 team fouls. Sperry with 1. And Lady Tigers turn the ball over to Sperry with 34 seconds left. Maddie will pick up her second. Maddie Alexander. Three team fouls for the Tigers, Lady Tigers. 1 for Sperry. 19 seconds. Whoa! A big block by Dooley. And saved a really easy bucket for Sperry on that play. From the corner for 3. Won't go. Nanito with the rebound. Down to 8 seconds. Williams with the pass. Into McBroom. Won't go. 11-13. We'll be back. I'm sorry, McBroom did make that. So a 13-13 tie at the end of 1.
As long as I'm running this thing, there ain't gonna be no mobile app.
Introducing the new mobile app, making your banking experience even easier. It's so easy, even John can use it. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
We have a help tab. If you need help, we will have.
I won't need help. I'm pretty good at this.
You are good at this.
And we're back to Hub. Myself with Joe Kennedy on the board. 13-13 at the end of 1. Tigers with the basketball. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Last regular season ball game for the Lady Tigers. Here on their home court in Cushing, the visiting Lady Pirates from Sperry. 13-all. You're listening to the Hub. After tonight's game, the Lady Tigers will go to districts. Dooley misses it on a 3-point attempt. She is 0 for 3 outside the arc. And yet, districts start on Friday. Cushing will be at Crossing Christian School in Oklahoma City. And Joe will have all the information that you'll need as far as address and how to get there on the website. Dooley shot blocked inside the lane. But if you can't make it for whatever reason, you can join us right here on the Hub. We'll be there live. (13-13). 6:28 left in the first half. Senior night. Franklin checks into the ball game. You have Franklin, Williams, Dooley, Alexander, and McBroom. I'm sorry, not Alexander, but Nanito. pass picked off. That's what you practice for, and that's what you dream of, is a ball you can take from coast to coast. 13-15, Sperry with the lead. Oh, there's a walking by Nanito. Alexander, check-in table. Dooley has been fierce this first half on defense. Dooley's pass as for McBroom, wasn't able to handle the pass from McBroom as the ball went out of bounds. McBroom will take a seat as Alexander will check in. You have Franklin, Nanito, Williams, McBroom, and Dooley. Dooley in the game. McBroom just took a seat. Another great defensive stand by the Lady Tigers. Shot was there for Nanito. She just didn't take it. Alexander. Turnover by Lady Tigers. Alexander tried to get something to happen inside the lane there. And met up with some resistance. Four on two. That is Sperry. Puts up another 2 points, 14-17. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. First time these two teams met a couple weeks ago. Sperry won at 57-44. McBroom checks in for Dooley. Lady Tigers kind of moving away from where they started. They had a slow pace going and working the ball around and did very well. And now they're sped it up a little bit because Sperry has set the tempo as a little bit faster. McBroom with 8 points. And Alexander with 3, and that's your scoring. Here in the 10 points for McBroom. (13-17). Lady Tigers down by 4. Tigers yet to score here in the second period with 3:46 left. From the corner, Alexander from the left side off the glass. No good. Alexander is 1 for 3 outside the arc. She has 3 points. Free throw line off the back glass. Lady Pirates extend their lead by 6. 6 unanswered points by Lady Pirates. From the top of the key, Williams for 3 won't go. Williams' first shot of the night. Off the glass for Lady Pirates. Goes out of bounds. Lady Tigers get the ball back. They're going to call a foul.
Team foul number 2.
2 team fouls. As the foul was called on Reimer. for the Lady Pirates. .240 left. Lady Tigers yet to score here in the second period. Franklin from the wing won't go. And it'll be a short timeout. Lady Tigers, they are 1 for 11 outside the arc. McBroom with 10 points. Alexander with 3. That rounds out your 13 points. Tigers have seen Lady Pirates pick up 6 points here in the second period. 13-19 is your score. 2:26 left. Short timeout. Three-pointer from the corner. Goes out of bounds. Lady Tigers to get it back. A good thought by McBroom to get it down low to Dooley, but it wouldn't go. Minute 30, 13-19, looking for their first bucket here in the second from the corner. And that was Matthews that hit that one from the corner. She's 1 for 2. That's her first 3 points on the night.
First of all, Franklin with first. Team foul number 4.
(16-19), 1 minute left in the first half. Tigers have 2 points here in the second. Broom trying to get in the lane there on that right side. Just couldn't make it. Cushing will get the possession arrow and get the ball. 27 seconds. Anito will check in for the Lady Tigers. Alexander will take a seat. I'm sorry, McBroom will take a seat. Let's say Matthews touched it last. It's 5 seconds left.
Show your Tiger spirit everywhere you go with the Bank of Cushing Tiger Card. Every swipe helps support Cushing Public Schools for those everyday purchases that make life so much easier. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, at the gym, at the doctor's office, or taking your pet to the vet. Use the best-looking debit card in Cushing. It's a killer way to support Cushing Public Schools. Show your spirit with the Tiger Card from Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
At Davis Dental Studio, our patients are just a number. We strive to bring personal and quality service to each patient. Dr. Rebecca Davis has over 18 years of experience as a caring and compassionate dentist. She and her highly trained staff will make sure your visit is a positive one. So remember, when you and your family need dental care, Davis Dental Studio. You're not just a patient, you're a friend.
RCB Bank is more than a transaction. We work to make your life easier. We help build your business. We finance your dreams. We grow your legacy. We build relationships with our communities. Come in to find out why our customers always say, RCB Bank. That's my bank.
Be sure you know what's below and call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back to the Hub. It's halftime. Lady Tigers lead it, or behind by 3. 16-19. And in that second period, Lady Tigers only picked up 3 points, and the Lady Pirates picked up 6. So it was kind of a slow second period. Rounding out some scoring. Quick scoring for the Lady Tigers. McBroom picked up 10 points. And Alexander picked up 3 points. Along with Matthews, went 1 for 2 outside the arc. She got a big three-pointer from the corner that the Lady Tigers desperately needed. And collectively, Lady Tigers are only 2 for 12 outside the arc. So by a bunch of kind of a cold shooting, McBroom picked all her points up early in that first period. 8 points off of just rebounds. So she's been busy underneath. Dooley's had an awesome defensive game that first half. So at halftime, as the Lady Tigers come back out with just a little over 4.5 minutes left in the halftime. Big week for the Tigers. This is the last home game. And then we step into districts, headed to Crossing Christian School in Oklahoma City. And that's at 14400 Portland Avenue in Oklahoma City, if you want to Google that and get some directions. If not, you can pick it right up right here live on the Hub. Another note, baseball starts March 1st. So game you can pick up right here on the Hub. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bruce Vogt along with Joe Kennedy. And we got Coach Ezell on the phone. And Coach Ezell, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Awesome, dude. Hey, your team has come alive here in the last couple of games. I mean, some buzzer beaters, but they played hard and have earned those wins. I'm so proud of them. How about you?
I am. It's been a long, tough season. But like you said, here recently we've kind of hit our stride playing against some tough competition. About what I think 3 of the 5 wins we've had have been against ranked teams in our conference, and all 3 of them have beat us previously. We got Cleveland and then Manford this past Tuesday, and then Perkins last Friday. But all tough wins, all tough teams. But it was great leeway going into the playoffs, because it doesn't get any easier when you go into the playoffs. So I'm happy that we've been playing well, and I'm happy that we got to play the competition and even play better against that kind of competition heading into the playoffs.
Well, the guys have just really picked up pace. Your starting 5 has just lights out here lately, working together. I mean, we've watched them all year, just really just morph into this one group, just one team, and have really learned how to play together.
Right. And that's kind of typical for us just because I'll tell you like this, in off season, we had 6 guys. We had 16 to 20 in the year, so everybody comes from football. So it takes us a while to get going, and so we hit our stride right at the right time. Like you said, it took us a while, but now everybody's clicking. Even saying that, we got Noah a little later than the start of the season. So, we just kind of hit all the cylinders right at the right time. We're starting to win those games. We were losing close, but a lot of it is the chemistry, guys finally figuring out what their role is, what other players' role is, and then how to work together and accomplish the bigger goal within those roles.
Well, you're sitting at 9-11, 6-5 in the district. Going into districts this Friday, how are you looking there?
It's going to be a tough game. We play Crossings, of course. They're right now number 5 and 4A. I believe they are back-to-back. Maybe the previous year. If not, they're 2-time state tournament team in 3A. That's why they're in 4A this year. So it's going to be a tough game. We did get eyes on them in the Stroud tournament. I feel good about the matchup, though. I know it's going to be tough. We have to play well, but I do believe if we play well, if we continue to play like we are, we'll give ourselves a chance. By no means is it going to be easy going on the road into their place in that environment, but we've been playing tough games all year. This will be another one, and the guys are looking forward to it.
I'm excited about it, Coach, because I know we've very ball game. Last time we met up with them, I believe you won 53-32. But, it was still a ball game we still got to get past tonight. But going into Crossing Christian, I think we're in a great position right now as far as the way the team is playing, the way the team has just really come together and started playing as a team.
Correct. One of the biggest things is just the confidence and the trust they have in us as coaches, what we say in our game planning and carrying that out. And then as teammates, that either being on the court or being on the bench, we all practice together. Everybody's not on the court, but we're all playing together. And I think that trust and that confidence in the whole program has really allowed us to turn this around and given us a good push going into the playoffs. And so I think we'll be ready. I know the boys are ready. Like you said, we're not overlooking Sperry, but we do know the playoffs are right around the corner this Friday, and we're all engaged and ready to get rocking with it.
Coach, it's been great talking with you. I can't wait till we finish up the regular season, head into district, because I'm really excited about it. Thank you for joining us, everybody. That was Coach Ezell for your Cushing Tigers, and has done a great job today or this year. Thank you, Coach. And back to action, and quickly, Sperry picked up 4 quick points, 16-23. Here's your score, and let me get caught up with you. Coach Ezell always gives a great interview. Glad that he joined us on the phone. And hopefully we can get Coach Phillips at the halftime of the boys' game, give him a talk and see where what he's thinking about going into Cross Christian this Friday. And that game starts at 6:30, not 6 o'clock. So set your schedule for 6:30 on Friday. 16-23 is the score. Here in the third. Alexander, Matthews, Nanito, McBroom, and Dooley in the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Dooley from the corner. Oh, it just rims in and out for three. Dooley 0 for 4 outside the arc, and yet to get a score for the Lady Tigers. High 3-point. Of course, Sperry won't go. She'll try it again from the same spot, same results. Lady Pirates on a 2-1-2 defense. Not giving Lady Tigers much along the baseline. Alexander for three. Alexander is 2 for 4 outside the arc. 6 points for her. Alexander, 2 fouls. Alexander into the paint off the glass. Partially blocked. Dooley couldn't get her feet planted quick enough. Draw the foul. That'll be 2 shots for Lady Pirates. Not able to, as far up as I am, I'm not able to see the numbers hardly on them black uniforms for Sperry, so I just have to refer to them as the Lady Pirates. First shot up and away, or second shot up and away, and good. She got 1 out of 2, 24-19. Tigers need to get a score. 2. Alexander, wing off the heel of the rim. Lady Tigers kind of veered away from getting the ball into McBroom down low. Right there, Lady Pirates just snuck in the back door and put one off the glass. Up by 7, Lady Pirates. Top of the key, Dooley underneath to Nagnito. Broom with a rebound, won't go. Lady Tigers had 3 looks at that bucket, come out empty. Good defense by McBroom. 4:13 left in the third. Tigers down by 7. Williams in the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Nito tried to drive in the paint. Nothing there. Broom with the rebound. Put back in the foul. Lady Pirates. tonight. 12 points for McBroom. All coming within 8 feet of the bucket. That'll be McBroom. Be her first personal, or her second personal, I'm sorry. 2 team fouls for the Tigers, 2 team fouls for the Pirates. First shot goes around off to the right-hand side. She'll get another look. On the second. 21-27, 6-point game. Lady Pirates lead it. 3:33 left in the third. This is a close game when they played in Sperry the other night. (57-44). Final score in Sperry. Lady Tigers dropped it by 13. Within 6, staying close, at least in the bird's eye view anyway. Good job defensively by McBroom. The wing off the glass, didn't hit the rim. McBroom in the ground. Inside again, 14 points for McBroom. 23-27, Tigers within 4. Lady Tigers are not going away. Edmondson for the Lady Pirates. Again, take their 7-point lead. A great pass underneath to Nito, and could not capitalize on that pass from Alexander. Great job by Dooley on that rebound. Williams, 3. No, won't go. Williams is 0 for 2. The put back by McBroom, it won't go. Tigers getting several looks, and they're going to call foul on Alexander. That believe that'll be her third. 3 team fouls for the Lady Tigers. So Alexander will take a seat. Franklin will check in, along with Nito, McBroom, Williams, and Dooley on the floor. Good defense by Nito. Minute 16 left in the third. Nito's going to be called with a foul. It's probably a pretty good foul. Otherwise, that was just going to be an easy bucket for the Lady Pirates. Shot up and good for Reed. 8-point lead for the Lady Pirates. Second shot through the middle. They get a 9-point lead. 23-32 with a minute 10 left in the third. Tigers have scored 7 points here in the third. Lady Pirates with 13. Also give and go. About 6-foot shot off the glass up and in. 23-34. 11-point lead. Williams had the shot underneath the Magneto to Broom, pick up her 16th point. Right at 10 seconds left. (25-34). Lady Tigers have scored 9 points here in the third. Lady Pirates 15. Lady Tigers with the basketball with 9 seconds. Matthews checks into the ball game. Williams. Lady Tigers are down 25-34. We'll be back. You're listening to the Hub. To the Hub, I'm Bruce Vogt along with John O. Kennedy on the board. Lady Tigers are down 25-34 to start the fourth. Lady Tigers scored 9 points there in the third period. Lady Pirates 15 points. It is senior night, and as far as basketball goes, it was just the ladies Tigers who were the senior class. The boys didn't have a senior out there. So that's positive going forward for next year. But for the Lady Tigers, you got Maddie Alexander, Jaylee Matthews, Kimberly Dooley, and Kelly McBroom graduating this year. Those are your seniors out on the court. We wish them well. A great defense by the Lady Tigers. Oh, Maddie Alexander's going to be hit with her fourth.
With the foul, Maddie Alexander, her fourth. Team foul number 6. Riley Reed.
And the Lady Pirates have been pretty spot on with their free throws tonight. I've only seen them miss 2 out of 8. Make that 3 out of 9. At least 3 out of 10. Yeah, we got a technical. I'm not sure what happened. But it's going to be on Sperry on the bench.
Double technical fouls called for 15. Carly Clements is first. 0. Richard Duff is first.
Well, that was on Belk for the Lady Pirates. And it must have just been a bench warning or something. It wasn't an actual shooting technical foul. More of a change of possession technical foul. Oh. Oh. Big block by Dooley, but they're going to call a foul.
First foul on the shot, Kimberly Dooley, her second.
Her second personal foul, but boy.
Really excited to set the line.
Williams checks into the ball game. So you got Williams, McBroom, and Alexander in the game for the Lady Tigers. Lady Pirates missed both free throws. From the corner, Matthews was there for a second. Dooley from the point on the board. Charging violation. It's the Lady Pirates. That'll be against Winton. Jump basketball with a quick timeout by Coach Phillips. We'll do the same. You're listening to the Hub.
We have 30 seconds timeout.
Welcome back to the Hub. I'm Bruce Vogt, along with Joe Kennedy on the board. And fourth period action. Lady Tigers down by 10, 25-35. And now back to action we go. 6:17 left in the game. Basket's going to be good. It's just a matter of he's going to get called for it.
Yeah, Bruce, I don't know. I don't know what happened on that technical foul. I mean, if you have a technical foul, you should be shooting and get the ball.
Exactly. I mean,
I don't know how that didn't turn out that way.
Exactly. And, you know, I'm still at all. I may have to Google this before it's over with because it's liable to bother me. Right. 25-38 as the Lady Pirates get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Nice left-handed layup by the Lady Pirates as they extend their lead by 15. 25-40. And what Joe and I are talking about a while ago, they called the technical foul on Sperry, but you know we didn't see any violation from where we're sitting. But he teed him up, and there was a no shooting foul. Just a possession change, and I've never seen that. So we'll try to get a update ruling.
It looked like maybe just a sideline warning or violation over there, maybe on the coach or something. I don't know, but I mean, it shouldn't have mattered. I would think it would be a shooting
Exactly. A tech is a tech.
Tech is a tech, exactly.
And so. And if anybody knows the answer, reach out, please. Dooley misses the second of 2 shots, and she gets on the board. And Dooley cannot stay. She was on the out of bounds, stepped back in, took possession, and can't do that. As Edmondson misses a 3-point off the left wing, quickly back the other way, and Broom wanted a foul on that one.
She definitely wanted a foul there. Didn't get it called, but they're not. It's been kind of a. I think they've lulled the officials to sleep in this game too.
And interesting note: high school has gone to the 3 referee set as opposed to 2 that we've seen for years.
Well, I guess that's more coverage on the calls from different angles, but. A contested call, I guess it's a little harder to dispute that with 3 officials.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's just more eyes on the court and causes less confusion. Cushing needs to take a timeout. I know they do. As the coach wants to talk that over, I'm not sure if it's a full timeout or a short one, but the coach is not happy with Coach Phillips is not happy with what's going on. And maybe with technical and what he is talking about the referees here. 26-44, Lady Tigers down by 18.
Yeah.
And Coach Phillip, I'm not sure what he saw that he just did not like, but he's really trying to get clarification.
Well, it probably started with that non-shooting technical foul that was called a while ago. Would be my guess. There is no sideline warning now. Now I'm from a different era. Thank you, Bruce. I'm old. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. I got you. It's no sideline warning, and there's really no. I mean, you've got all the way from half court down to the baseline to be on that sideline. So unless you're out on the court, I don't know why that would have been called. Maybe it wasn't a sideline warning. There's no such thing in basketball, but.
And the Matthews, she tried a 3-pointer from the corner. She's oafed that one. And Alexander, because she's trying here to rally back down by 18 with just 3:50 left in the ball game.
Well, the Lady Tigers have had their opportunities, to put some points on the board. Just haven't been able to do it. Man.
And Maddie Alexander will go to the line shooting 2. Alexander with 6 points. She is 2 for 5 outside the arc. And this is her first trip to the free throw line. And she'll drain the first one as it rattles around. Guess she shouldn't say she drained it. She hit it. She'll get another shot. 7 points. Make that 8 points for Alexander. 28-44. 3:40 left in the game. And in the regular season for the Lady Tigers.
Well, one thing about basketball, everybody makes the playoffs. Everybody gets to participate in districts at least.
Yep. And that's when your team needs to come alive, and we have seen the boys basketball team come alive here in the last few games, and just so impressed with how far
is winning the close games. They've won a couple by a couple points, a bucket or two, some buzzer beaters like we talked about, but just closing out some of those games, finishing out, and not letting that fourth quarter get away from you. I think could have had a much better record if they'd have just done that a little bit earlier in the year. But again, you're coming off of football. You don't have your teams not gelled. You get all those issues. I'm sure Coach.
And Coach Ezel highlighted it that they've beat some ranked teams here in the later part of the season. So that's obviously a confidence booster for your team. Oh, great hustle back down there. Get the block. 28-45 is your score. Nice inbound by the Lady Pirates.
No, put it right back.
Yep. 3 minutes left in the regular season for the Lady Tigers. They're standing at 1-12 on the year and 0-6 in conference or in district.
This is about Haley Edmonds, number 7. Number 7.
Maddie Alexander, the senior, will go back to the line. She is, and of course, I know I'll jinx her, so don't everybody get mad at me. She is 2 for 2 at the free throw line.
As soon as you said that about Sperry, they missed like the next 4 free throws. Should have said that a lot earlier. We might be in the game, Bruce.
She proved me wrong. She drained that one 3 for 3. Make that 4 for 4 as Maddie defies the odds. 10 points for Maddie Alexander, graduating senior. Tigers within 15, 17. 2:35 left in the game.
You know, the Lady Tigers started this game really matching up pretty well with Sperry. They get a quarter in there where they just let it go a little bit, and they kind of get behind the 8 ball, and then they find themselves down 10 or 15 points. They just don't have enough offense to come back from a deficit like that.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, you and I talked about this during the break, that they started the game, they set the tempo, set controls of the game, and did very well. Got the ball inside the lane, was picking up 8-10 points real quick as McBroom gets a free throw shot. It's 1-1 for them. I guess double bonus. No, just a 1-1, and she misses the front end of it. McBroom with 16 points tonight.
And honestly, the Lady Tigers were off to a better start in most games than they've done. They did score quite a few points in that first quarter. They were ahead a couple of times. But again, they just turnovers and that sort of thing starts to plague them, and they just can't dig themselves out of the hole.
Exactly, and it's plagued them all year. And you hate seeing them because now, you know, those seniors played so hard, and they'll be graduating 4 seniors off this team. So we're going to have some of those underclassmen step up.
And it's a lot of turnover in from last year. A lot of these players that are seniors now didn't get a lot of playing time because the team last year was good and had a lot of upperclassmen. This will be the same case this year too. So you haven't gotten a lot of playing time for the younger players here either. So it's going to be getting this thing going.
Oh, it will be. But you'll have Nito, you'll have Williams and Franklin in there. You'll have Caulfield. So Callanan will be back. So they've got some great players coming back. As Caulfield gets tied up.
It's going to be Sperry's ball, I believe.
30-49, a minute and a half. And I believe we'll just have the regular 8 minutes between games, so just stick with us, and we'll be back as for the boys' game. And that's the game you probably don't want to miss either, and because we do not want to sidestep Sperry and think we're going to run over them. I think it was 50. Oh, let's see. Well, it was 52-32 or 53-32 when we visited Sperry.
Well, everything now is building momentum for the playoffs, so you want to come out with a good, tidy win tonight if you're the men and set yourself up for success in districts and on.
Exactly, and keep everybody healthy and go forward.
Oh, goodness.
Sperry has done a great job offensively, bringing it inside that lane and putting some easy buckets off the glass. As now they do the hockey change and send in a fresh 5.
Well, they've spread the floor very nicely tonight. You talked about that earlier,
Yeah.
and it's left that lane wide open. They just have had a lot of easy inside shots because of it.
And Sperry put in all underclassmen with 1 minute left. Oop. Dooley with a left-handed shot. Dooley gets on the board with her first bucket, but she has 3 points as she went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. So Dooley with 3 points, 0 for 6 outside the arc. Down to 40 seconds. And hopefully we'll get an interview with Coach Phillips at the halftime of the boys' game. And sorry we didn't get to talk with Coach Zell a little bit longer. I kept talking longer than I should have and didn't get him in there quick enough. He's always a great guy, great coach to talk with. Gives a good halftime interview. Coach Phillips, the same, great interview. So we look forward to talking to him and what he has for the future. Going into the Crossing Christian game Friday. And that game will start at 6:30. Along with, said it earlier, the baseball is back. The spring ball starts March 1st in Tecumseh. So if you want to hear it, if you can't make it, it'll be live right here on the hub.
I wanted to mention, too, about that. We got the first game at Tecumseh, which is the home opener for Tecumseh. Then they're going to turn around and play Tecumseh here in Cushing on the 3rd. We'll cover both those games. So we'll do kind of a back-to-back Cushing-Tecumseh swap meet baseball game, 3-day doubleheader, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. But we'll do both games, so we're going to give that a shot.
That's awesome. And that's the end of the ball game. Lady Tigers drop another one to Sperry Lady Pirates, 32-49. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Hub.
Incorporated, Calamity Jane's Barbecue, Busy Bee Floral, and Britain Consulting.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Cushing Pride, Oklahoma Cementing Cushing, Crossroads Wellness Center, CBEW Professional Services, and Clayton's Land Service.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Dance Star Productions, Cushing Plumbing, Cushing Electronics, Cushing Community Theater, Cushing Family Pharmacy, and Cushing Lumber.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Mi Casa Mexican Restaurant, Frank's Diesel, TheFanStop.com, DYW Candle Shop and Cafe Indigo, Favco Electric, and Farmers, Dina Floyd Insurance.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Mugsy's Grub House, Horizon Construction, Hillcrest Hospital, H&R Block, and Gids Domain.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Nafee's Deli and Grill, Mills Construction, Matherly Davis Funeral Home, Max Oil and Lube, and Kim's Bookkeeping Service.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Submergible Pumps Incorporated, Roots Hometown Furniture, Pueblo Viejo Mexican Restaurant, Palmer Marlar Funeral Home, and Natural Choice Chiropractic.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Tiger Lilies Floral Design, State Farm, Randy Robinette Insurance, Tank Farm Services, the Cushing Police Department, Oklahoma Community Federal Credit Union, Sunnyside Cafe, Rodolfo's, and Hernandez Steakhouse. The Hub Network would like to thank all of these sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Plains All-American Pipeline, Blue Sky Bank of Cushing, Davis Dental Studio, RCB Bank, and Ortho Oklahoma.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Bill's Easy Out, Baker Pharmacy and Medical Supply, and A Affordable Design.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
CREC, Kate's Supply Incorporated, Calamity Jane's Barbecue, Busy Bee Floral, and Britain Consulting.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Cushing Pride, Oklahoma Cementing Cushing, Crossroads Wellness Center, CBEW Professional Services, and Clayton's Land Service.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Dance Star Productions, Cushing Plumbing, Cushing Electronics, Cushing Community Theater, Cushing Family Pharmacy, and Cushing Lumber.
Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank Pawhuska, wants you to know they are still the same friendly hometown bank. Local people that live, work, and worship right here in Cushing. Providing you the same great service, more convenient products and technology, making your local banking experience even better. A great bank, serving a great community. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank Pawhuska.
Show your Tiger spirit everywhere you go with the Bank of Cushing Tiger Card. Every swipe helps support Cushing Public Schools for those everyday purchases that make life so much easier. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, at the gym, at the doctor's office, or taking your pet to the vet. Use the best looking debit card in Cushing. It's a killer way to support Cushing Public Schools. Show your spirit with the Tiger Card from Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
At Davis Dental Studio, our patients are our friends. Unlike the big commercial facilities, Davis Dental Studios wants you to know you're not just a number. We strive to bring personal and quality service to each patient. Dr. Rebecca Davis has over 18 years of experience as a caring and compassionate dentist. She and her highly trained staff will make sure your visit is a positive one. So remember, when you and your family need dental care, Davis Dental Studio. You're not just a patient, you're a friend.
Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Mi Casa Mexican Restaurant, Frank's Diesel, thefanstop.com, DYW Candle Shop and Cafe Indigo, Fabco Electric, and Farmers, Dina Floyd Insurance.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Mugsy's Grub House, Horizon Construction, Hillcrest Hospital, H&R Block, and Gids Domain.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Nathy's Deli and Grill, Mills Construction, Matherly Davis Funeral Home, Max Oil and Lube, and Kim's Bookkeeping Service.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Submergible Pumps Incorporated, Roots Hometown Furniture, Pueblo Viejo Mexican Restaurant, Palmer Marlar Funeral Home, and Natural Choice Chiropractic.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Tiger Lily's Floral Design, State Farm, Randy Robinette Insurance, Tank Farm, the Cushing Police Department, Oklahoma Community Federal Credit Union, Sunnyside Cafe, Rodolfo's, and Hernandez Steakhouse. The Hub Network would like to thank all of these sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Plains All-American Pipeline, Blue Sky Bank of Cushing, Davis Dental Studio, RCB Bank, and Ortho Oklahoma.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Bill's Easy Out.
Welcome back to the Hub. I'm Bruce Vogt. Lady Tigers drop one to the Lady Pirates from Sperry, 32-49. And Lady Tigers in that fourth period scored 7 points to Lady Pirates 15. Interesting little side note, Cushing went 3 for 20 outside the arc tonight collectively. Dooley, a great defensive stand by Dooley tonight. Definitely a couple of steals and a few blocks along the way. She went 0 for 6 outside the arc. Went 1 for 2 at the free throw line and picked up a bucket along the way, giving her 3 points. Alexander, at one time, had more fouls than she did points, but she ended up 2 for 5 outside the arc. Went 4 for 4 at the free throw line, giving her, so she was the second highest. McBroom with 3 fouls, come up with 16 points, went 0 for 1 at the free throw line. But the thing is, Broom picked up a lot of loose basketball early in the game underneath the bucket and put back and went dry and picked up a bucket here and there along the way to give her 16 points. Offensively, she did a great job. Defensively, she's always a brick wall down there. Matthews came in, put up a couple of 3 points, got one of them. So she went 1 for 2, giving her 3 points. And Anito came in, did more of her job as far as the number 2 person out there, bringing the ball down. Quick passes, keeping the offense going. So Nanito went 0 for 1 outside the arc. She didn't get any points to her credit. Neither did Franklin, who went 0 for 1. Caulfield came in and didn't see any scoring, but seen some action on the floor. Williams 0 for 4 outside the arc. And that pretty much rounds out the scoring, Joe. I mean, everybody had an opportunity.
Well, and you know, those opportunities are going to get tougher and tougher to come, too, when you get into the playoffs, because you're going to start playing some teams that maybe not ranked, but they've won a bunch of games, and so they're going to get tougher, not easier. And so they're going to have to take some opportunity and make something of it when they come down the court. They can't be missing layups. They can't be missing those inside shots. They're going to have to put it in and have some confidence. That's going to be tough uphill climb for the Lady Tigers.
It's going to be very tough, and you're right. These teams come into districts, you know, with a whole different mindset. Mm-hmm. You know, it's do or die time for most of them, and they kind of step up their game.
Well, I know, and we've said this about, you know, some of the men's team in past years, and we're going back, you know, maybe 5 or 7 or even 8 years ago. But, you know, even when they do turn it on and they do step up and they start to hit some shots, then those other teams start to stiffen up a little bit. If they're a tough team and they've won some games, they've been through some adversity. And so when they get a little bit of that back in their face, it just gets tougher. So that's the thing about the playoffs. It isn't going to get easier. It's going to get tougher.
Absolutely. And, you know, first we got to get past Sperry here. We handled them very well in Sperry, but that doesn't mean we're going to handle them well tonight.
Well, and sometimes that can turn them into the spoiler for you too a little bit. You've got 4 games. You've won 4 games in a row here, as the varsity men's team has, and you want to keep that momentum going into your district game and maybe even on further than that. And you don't want Sperry to show up and be the Arizona Cardinals for your Dallas Cowboys. That's what usually happens, right?
Absolutely, and the thing is, Cushing has been the spoiler here the last 3 or 4 games.
Right, yeah, they have.
And, you know, they've come in and just stayed with it, never gave up, and got a couple of them were just buzzer beaters.
They were, especially that Perkins game. You know, Noah Jones hitting that last shot of the game there to put him over the top, and we saw that a lot of Perkins games have ended with 1-point shots. You know, we've last second shots. I saw that with Bertowitz a year or so ago before that. So, I mean, a lot of exciting games, but the most important thing there about that for the Tigers is that they've gained the momentum. They've come on strong the last 4 games. And really, Coach pointed out 4 out of 5. A good game, that earlier game even that they didn't win, but still have turned the last 4 games into some momentum for the Tigers, so maybe they can capitalize on that tonight.
And you're talking about the buzzer beater. That was one of the best games I've had with Elton, was that buzzer beater in Perkins. I mean, it was just a fantastic ball game and a fantastic game calling it for Elton and I. As we get the starting 5 for your Tigers, you're going to come up with Yount, Zell, Hilligoss has come on here in the last few games. Defensively, he's done a great job.
Well, I think their roles have been a little better defined, and they've assumed those roles well, and so they've started to play within the system there, and they're starting to maximize that.
And I like that the way you just explained the roles, because Crooks has just been a beast. He's an animal, and he has really went lights out.
He has, and he's fast. And he controls the ball pretty well, and he is he's aggressive going to the bucket. And so if you give him just a little bit of an opening, he's going to find the opening, take it down the lane, and typically put the ball in the hole. And then they've been pretty decent from the free throw line, too, as a team this year.
Exactly. And you talk about the lane, there's Lane Yount. He's got a heck of a vertical on him, so defensively, he has done a great job.
Well, and their rebounding has looked good lately. They go up and get the ball at the peak where they can time their jump, and they've done that really well too. And so that's shown up, I think, just in the second chance points that they get on the offense, and then keeping teams to only 1 shot or so on the defensive side of the ball. So that's all made good inroads for the Tigers these last several games.
And the one guy that's not out there starting tonight is Guerrero, and Guerrero has been a staple for this team. He gets out there and we should have 6 starters, but unfortunately we can only have 5. And tonight we have Hilligoss, Jones, Yount, Crooks, and Ezell on the ball game to start your senior night. Zell. Great try by Hilligoss onto the lane. A slow start for both teams. We just began the ball game, just right at a minute into it. Slow pace, both teams feeling each other out. Home court advantage for the Tigers tonight, 3-pointer. Through the middle, out to the top of the key for Sperry. So they'll take the first strike. And that's what we saw in the ladies' game. Zell misses his first attempt outside the arc. Great putback by Yount, and just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, just a little too strong there, but nice up there by Yount to get that rebound down. And that's what the Tigers need to do is get second opportunities like that, especially if you're going to shoot them from outside the arc. You need to be ready and get good position on those rebounds and capitalize when you can down there.
Right. And just don't overlook this Sperry team because they came here to play. You know, they're honing their skills just as the way the Tigers should be. And there's a great steal by Jones.
Jones showing his speed there, cutting across and anticipating that pass and getting the transition going.
Jones came in a little bit late from football into basketball, but he has picked up the pace greatly and has done a good job bringing the ball down. And just like that anticipation on that defense. Hilligoss gave up that 3-point look to drive in. Yount can't find that range yet.
A little cold yet.
Yep. 3-0 is your score. It's from Sperry, Oklahoma, north of Tulsa. Lead it by 3. Tigers travel to Cross Christian School, Oklahoma City, Friday to start the districts. And if you can't make it, you can hear it live right here on the hub. Myself and Joe will bring it to you live Friday afternoon. And again, the game starts at 6:30 and not 6.
Well, at least that's what they had on the schedule. Anymore, I don't know. Sometimes you hear things differently, but that's what it says on the schedule, the OSSAA's schedule. So we'll go with that until further notice. How's that?
Yeah, and we know how reliable they are.
Yeah.
And yet Crook's not into this game yet, and now I put the onus on him to nice little jumper from 10 foot out. So Crooks will strike first for the Tigers.
Well, that will open up things down low if you can continue to do that, draw them out on those mid-range jumpers a little bit, and that'll open your lane up a little bit.
Oh, there Yount recovered quickly on that one to get the block.
Yount gets up in the air. He can close fast if he gets a little bit. He was beat just a little bit there coming down the lane, but he closed fast on that ball.
He's got great 0 to 60 skills, and he proved it right there. They're playing Ezell low on the corners in this game.
That's kind of interesting. He's not typically been down there. He's usually up
he's usually
high on the wing or on the top of the key.
Yeah, he's usually a 1 or 2 player, and they've got him down to the 3 or 4 player. Zell for 3. Miss.
Another long rebound there for the Tigers. That's good.
Hilligoss for 2, and a great drive into the lane by Hilligoss. And we were talking about him prior to the game. He's turned into an impact player for Tigers.
I think he's typically used to being a little bit more of a scoring presence, but he's restrained himself enough to play his position and take the shots when he gets an opportunity.
Zell from the corner. It's an air ball. He's 0 for 3 from the outside.
Again.
And Yount.
Long arm of the law down there in the lane.
I'm telling you, that's a good way of putting it. That he just has such a presence on the floor, and that's only been from like the middle of the season on that we have seen Yount just kind of pick up and look a bit better defensively.
Exactly, and that's if they can continue to have that presence down there low, that helps a whole bunch, and it just makes it tougher to score for this Sperry team.
And I can't see the number on the Sperry player, but him and Yount are just battling out down there in the lane for a little real estate.
Those black jerseys.
Yeah, that dark orange just blends right in. He's 0 for 3 again, and he goes 0 for 4. They couldn't connect on that one. And the putback by Yount, and they're going to give him the bucket, and he'll go to the line shooting 1.
Well, Yount's he's made his presence known already defensively now on the scoring side, and he's playing tough defense down low for the Tigers.
He's playing a great game so far on both sides of the ball.
It's a good opening quarter for Lane.
Rolls that in, 3 points for Yount, and it's good to get those free throws in. And we've seen the Tigers pick up the.
There's.
Talked about that, his vertical is there, and I'm not sure what it is, but from here it always looks like out
again. Look at that! Look at that, anticipating that pass, getting up, taking it away.
And Guerrero tried to go in the back door.
Oh, nice pass.
Yount's doing it.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Nice pass into Jones, and Yount is on point.
Nice finish. Nice finish by Jones on that one.
Tigers lead it by 3 here in the first with 2.5 minutes. There's a 3-point from the corner. And a little taunting, and he got the tech called on him. As a player for Sperry went by the Cushing bench, he said something, and I believe that will be a shooting tech.
Yeah, now you were mentioning something in that last game about if it was a dead ball, technical foul, which you think it was, or we think it was, and so then there was no shooting. But now this is a different story. You've got technical foul here called during play, so that's going to be a shooting foul. So that must have been the difference in that last game, technical foul in this one, right?
He hit the first technical shot. Jones, 3-point. And, I'm going to have to brush up on my technical fouls as Jones went 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So 4 points for Jones and 2 points for the Tigers, and the clock wasn't even running. They'll get the ball back.
Oh, goodness. Wide open lane right there, right open baseline.
Just couldn't get it to fall. But a great under the bucket layup attempt for Jones. I mean, he saw that baseline wide open and took it. (11-6). Tigers lead it by 5. Minute 45 left in the first. Oh.
Again, Yount, boy, making that tough to make those interior passes.
Just sometimes when you just need to pull it up and wait for reinforcements.
really Sperry trying to set up to play an outside game here too, not really trying to work the ball inside at all. And I guess if you have that much trouble getting it in with somebody like Yount down there, I can see why. But
defensively, Tigers have not been given the Pirates any good looks as far as even outside the perimeter. Tigers are playing really a man-to-man pretty much.
Yeah, everything's been challenged. A lot of passes anticipated and cut off, and some transition points scored that way. So good opening quarter for the Tigers.
Long three won't go. And Crook's really anchoring down there in the middle pretty well. A nice little jump shot at the free throw line by Sperry. 40 seconds left in the first. 11-8. Tigers lead it by 3. Zell for 2. Rolls in and out. About a 10-foot out off that left side.
Well, Zell needs to get going tonight on the offense because he's getting some open looks and he needs to hit those shots.
Zell is 0 for 4 outside the arc. Missed a little open shot there. So, yeah, get that timing down, get that range. And good defense by Crook. Just stayed there in his face. He didn't do anything flashy.
Kept his feet, just moved with him, and didn't get called for the foul.
Hilligoss couldn't get it to drop. Fitchy checks into the ball game for the Tigers. You have Fitchy, Hilligoss, Guerrero, Crooks, and Ezell in the game. 12 seconds left in the first. Tigers lead it by 3. Zell into the lane, puts the 2-point shot up, won't go. At the end of 1, the Tigers lead it by 3.
RCB Bank is more than a transaction. We work to make your life easier. We help build your business. We finance your dreams. We grow your legacy. We build relationships with our communities. Come in to find out why our customers always my bank.
Be sure you know what's below and call 811 before you dig.
Welcome to the Hub. We're back starting the second period, and I'm Bruce Bode along with Joe Kennedy. As we start the second, Zell looked at the 3-point on the left wing, didn't take it. Take the shot. 11-8, your score. Tigers lead it by 3. And now they're going to call a foul on the floor. I believe looks like it's going to be on Crooks. 3 team fouls. And actually they called that on Fitchy. Well, he'll pick up his first. Barry will inbound the basketball. Looked like he dribbled it off the heel of his foot. Went out of bounds.
as this Tiger team matures and as they kind of come up through, I mean, they're going to get some good experience in the playoffs this year, but, they're still young, and so they've got some room to improve and grow yet. But you can see their rotation start to develop, and with Fitchy and with some others in there, and they don't really lose much on the court. They actually add in some other areas that I think are really beneficial to the Tigers.
Exactly, and you're right. Be out here tonight. We'll be back next year.
Absolutely.
They didn't have any retiring seniors. As Guerrero put it up off the glass, he'll get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. As Guerrero picks up his third point. Extends the Tigers' lead 14-8. And Joe and I were talking earlier that Crooks haven't seen much offensively out of him. I mean, he's got a good battle going on defensively if you guys want to isolate on him there. And now looks like Sperry's getting a rhythm outside the arc, and they picked up a couple. And
Jones.
Cushing just kind of fell asleep defensively there.
Well, if you remember about this game, when we played in Sperry, and some of what I remember about this game actually happened on the court that night. And some of it didn't happen on the court either, but this Cushing just started to edge out and pull away, and pretty soon it was a 20-point lead. So we'll see if they can do the same thing.
Jones hit a three-pointer off the right wing, giving him his first three-point. Well, I'm sorry, his seventh point of the game for Jones. Jones has scored off the floor for two, three-pointer, and went 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So Jones has been instrumental. He is the highest scorer for the Tigers. Line shooting 2. 17-14, three-point advantage for the Tigers. Jones nails the first one.
Jones and continuing to penetrate and to get in there and then kick the ball back out opens up some of those perimeter shots for the Tigers. But also Jones is just a threat going to the bucket. He's aggressive going down the lane too, and Tigers need that from him.
4 for 4 at the free throw line for Jones. 9 points for Jones here in the first half. Tigers look like they're trying to pick up the tempo a little bit, Joe.
Yeah, a little three-quarter court press there.
Ooh, man. He was standing on the out of bounds.
Yeah, and he was more notably wide open. He had a long time to look at that.
Jones pushing doing a lot inside the lane. Everything short. They're not trying to do a whole lot of outside shooting.
Well, and you don't need to if you keep putting them in the bucket and play good defense. There, that's maybe a charge. All you need is a block.
Crooks has been the master of drawing charges this year. He gets in there, he plants his feet, and he's not afraid to take a shot.
Yeah, he may have leaned back a little early on that one as he was coming in. He was coming in pretty hard, though, too, so can't blame him on that.
Yeah.
Carson Hendricks with a personal foul, charging violation on the floor.
Oh, it was a charging violation.
Charging,
okay, there you go. So
and
he did stand in there then. That's good.
Subsequent technical?
Well, it looks like it.
May have said a bad word. Well, that'd be his second technical on number 10. And
is that going to be you're done then, aren't you? If you have 2 technicals, aren't you out of the game?
I think so.
Substitution coming in there.
That's Hendricks. We'll find out. He looked like he was about to take his shirt off or his uniform off. 21-17, Tigers lead it by 4. Make that 5 as Jones. I'm not going to say it till after this next.
And there you go, Bruce.
Okay, now I can say it.
Prove your point.
5 for 6 at the free throw line for Jones. $12 points for the Tigers here in the first half. In the lane and took it.
Yeah, Izell exploited that down the lane there off that coming around the corner at the top of the key. Gets him on the board.
Yep. I mean, he saw it and took it. All the players could do is just watch it happen. And that'll put Zell on the board with his first 2 points of the game. Tigers lead it at 25-17. That was a nice inbound. It was there for a second. Oh. Gilligoss, Crooks, Yount, Jones, and Izell in the ball game. That is your starting 5.
Yes.
He's draining them, isn't he?
He didn't care where he was. He was out there. I think he was in the orange of the sea when he shot that.
Izell. Nice little hop jump pass or bucket. His 4th point. I think he's starting to like inside shot.
Yep.
5-point lead for the Tigers, 27-22. 4 minutes left in the half. Jones for 3 on top of the key. A little short, won't fall. Jones is 1 for 2 outside the arc.
Just got word from Coach Phillips a few minutes ago. He will not be able to join up with him maybe during the playoff games this weekend sometime.
Awesome. That guy's a scoring machine for the Pirates. Zell stripped of the ball. Crook returns the favor.
Settling for the outside shot, no drive in the lane now.
Right, yeah, we're not, for the Tigers, they're 1 for 6 outside the arc collectively, so they haven't shot that many. As Crooks will go to the free throw line.
I think
Crooks with 2 points, make it 3 on that one.
Tevin's taking most of those outside shots of those 6. I think he's 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, so Zell is 0 for 4, and then you got Jones, it's 1 for 2.
Uncharacteristic miss there for.
Yeah, he's usually a great free throw shooter. Still 50% as he's gone 1 for 2.
Nice pass.
Zell, top of the key for 3. Front of the rim won't go.
It's really what you want. You want to catch the ball and shoot in rhythm, and that usually kind of gets things to come back a little bit more natural for you when you can do that. You don't have to think about it much.
Right. Boom.
Boy, those guys are living by the long three-pointer.
And it's paying off well as they draw within 1. 28-27. Tigers lead it by 1 with 2:40 left in the first half. John looked at the lane. It was there for a minute, and it closed in fast.
Ooh.
Crooks couldn't get it to drop. It almost looked like he hit a brick wall. Defensively, Tigers have, man.
I'll tell you what. The point of that C is that guy's sweet spot.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
And at what point do you just put a guy on him just to run around with him?
You need to make him think about those shots at least.
Great under the bucket. Behind the shoulder shot by Crooks. 4 points for Crooks as we're tied up 30-30.
Sperry playing a little tougher than they did when we visited there. I mean, they're.
Well, you got a guy shooting lights out outside the arc.
Tell you what, you're going to have to get a body on him.
Yeah, I believe so too. Minute 20 left in the first half. Tigers lose the lead for the second time. Sperry's taking the lead.
Be on the floor.
And good move by Crooks.
Yeah, you're going to have to get some rotation going to get out to the perimeter and challenge those shots, because you can't just let him keep jacking those things up from 22 feet out there.
It wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't hitting them.
Well, exactly. If it was a long rebound, that's something different. But
Guerrero, Crooks, Ezell, Jones, and Yount in the ball game. And bonus shooting for the Tigers, as the Pirates from Sperry have 10 team fouls, so that puts the Tigers in the double bonus. Jan will miss the first of two. He is 1 for 2. He has 3 points tonight. Oh. Sperry will lead it by 3 with 65 seconds left in the first half. Tigers led it by 3 at the end of the first period, and now they're down by 3.
Well, you can see that one coming all the way down the lane. He left his feet there, and he had nowhere to go. He came down right on top of it.
Yeah, Jones will pick up his. They're going to say that was on Yount. Oh, 3-point play as Sperry goes up by 6 with 45 seconds left in the first half. Tigers yet to really set an offensive rhythm in that first half.
Well, they started. I think in the last few games we've seen him under control more and playing more of a half-court offense, and I think that's done well for him. But oh, look at that! Split the two. Oh, couldn't get.
Still can't get something to fall for him. Dodged a bullet there. See if Yount can do it again.
And he gets that one.
Yount will get that one at the buzzer. 32-36, Tigers down by 4 at the half. We'll be back. You're listening to The Hub.
For the new mobile app.
As long as I'm running this thing, there ain't gonna be no mobile app.
Introducing the new mobile app, making your banking experience even easier. It's so easy, even John can use it. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
We have a help tab if you need help. We will have.
I don't need help. I'm pretty good at this.
You are good at this.
Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank Pawhuska, wants you to know they are still the same friendly hometown bank. Local people that live, work, and worship right here, providing you the same great service, more convenient products and technology, making your local banking experience even better. A great bank, serving a great community. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank Pawhuska.
Show your Tiger spirit everywhere you go with the Bank of Cushing Tiger Card. Every swipe helps support Cushing Public Schools for those everyday purchases that make life so much easier. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, at the gym, at the doctor's office, or taking your pet to the vet. Use the best-looking debit card in Cushing. It's a killer way to support Cushing Public Schools. Show your spirit with the Tiger Card from Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
At Davis Dental Studio, our patients are our friends. Unlike the big commercial facilities, Davis Dental Studios wants you to know you're not just a number. We strive to bring personal and quality service to each patient. Dr. Rebecca Davis has over 18 years of experience as a caring and compassionate dentist. She and her highly trained staff will make sure your visit is a positive one. So remember, when you and your family need dental care, Davis Dental Studio. You're not just a patient, you're a friend.
RCB Bank is more than a transaction. We work to make your life easier. We help build your business. We finance your dreams. We grow your legacy. We build relationships with our communities. Come in to find out why our customers always say, RCB Bank. That's my bank.
Be sure you know what's below and call 811 before you dig.
So here's the proposal packet for the new mobile app.
As long as I'm running this thing, there ain't gonna be no mobile app.
Introducing the new mobile app, making your banking experience even easier. It's so easy, even John can use it. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
We have a help tab if you need help. We will have...
I don't need help, I'm pretty good at this.
You are good at this.
Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska, wants you to know they are still the same friendly hometown bank. Local people that live, work, and worship right here in Cushing. Providing you the same great service, more convenient products and technology, making your local banking experience even better. A great bank, serving a great community. Bank of Cushing, a branch of Blue Sky Bank, Pawhuska.
Incorporated, Calamity Jane's Barbecue, Busy Bee Floral, and
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Cushing Pride, Oklahoma Cementing Cushing, Crossroads Wellness Center, CBEW Professional Services, and Clayton's Land Service.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Dance Star Productions, Cushing Plumbing, Cushing Electronics, Cushing Community Theater, Cushing Family Pharmacy, and Cushing Lumber.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
Mi Casa Mexican Restaurant, Frank's Diesel, TheFanStop.com, DYW Candle Shop and Cafe Indigo, Favco Electric, and Farmers, Dina Floyd Insurance.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these
Welcome back. It's halftime, and we got about a minute and 10 seconds left. And I'm Bruce Vogt. We're on the Hub along with Joe Kennedy. And go out there, check out the Hub Network website. Leave your comments if you want. Pick up some interesting information.
Or not. That's what I said. I don't know. It's fine. Comments are great.
We love them.
We love them all. Thank you for watching is what I like to say.
Good or bad, we take them all. And constructive criticism, we love it.
Right.
And want to thank Joe Kennedy and his family for starting up the Hub and bringing it to you guys live. And hope you enjoy it. 32-36 is your score. Tigers scored 21 points. However, Sperry come up and scored 28 points in that second period, and that's where we're at, 32 to 36. Yount with 4 points, and at the free throw line, he's 1 for 3, so 5 points for Yount. Izell, 4 points, and 0 for 5. Outside the arc, Hilligoss with a 2-pointer, Crooks 5 points as he's gone 1 for 2 at the line. Jones, let's see, he's got 12 points. He is 1 for 2 outside the arc. And Guerrero picked up a bucket and a free throw. Collectively, Tigers are 8 for 12 at the free throw line and 1 for 7 outside the arc as we start the second half or the third period. Thank you for joining us. Nice pass underneath, and Izell just didn't pull the trigger quick enough.
A little bit of a...
Got by with that one.
Right in front of the official, too. I thought for sure he was going to get called there on that.
I did, too. A little push, but it was just a little enough that they didn't call it. First half, Sperry's had 2 technical fouls, and we did not see that player back out on the court, and that was Hendricks.
Number 4, Hendricks, is that right?
No, number 10.
Number 10, Hendricks, I'm sorry.
Yep. As both teams went to the locker room. Yount went up.
Boy, it looked good.
Looked like a good block, but the official was right on top of it. Yount's first foul of the game. It'll be a shooting foul for Sperry. Sperry came on strong outside the arc. And because I can't see the numbers very well up here, I have not been able to keep tabs on them. I just know the Cushing guys by the way they look. Nice play. Nice no-look pass from Yount.
Nice back door. He just, got the movement going, got that defensive player to cheat up there, and he opened up the back door.
6 points for Crooks. Tigers within 2.
Really kind of odd to say that because the Tigers really have played pretty well these first 2 quarters and really shouldn't be behind. But, man, that three-point shooting has just been what's killed them.
Zell for 3 from the corner. And Zell gets his first 3-point. 7 points on the game so far for Zell.
Well, the Tigers need that to be able to answer a little bit sometimes down there on those 25-foot three-pointers that Sperry's been putting up.
1 for 6 for Zell outside the arc. Tigers lead it by 1, 37-36. First couple minutes into the third.
Jones down the court. Nice.
Good job by Zell to see that, recognize that, and Sperry quickly wants a timeout as Cushing has 7 unanswered points here in the third, and Sperry wants to talk about it.
Well, and, they should because that was the right strategy for Cushing to come out there and get back up on top. And that's really kind of the story of the first 2 quarters, too. They were playing that same way. It was that 25-foot three-point shots from out of bounds and in the sea and everywhere else that was killing them, and they just weren't putting anybody out there.
And you seen how Cushing went in, out, went in and out in that three-pointer. You know, if you can get somebody hot out there, you can get Jones hot out there, get Ezell hot out there. Yeah. And they don't even have to be hot. They just need to hit 50% of their shots.
Make the defense respect those shots. It opens up the rest of the inside for you. Those other shots become easier. And if Ezell can get on that, though, any of those in the first half, it would have been a different story, for the Tigers, too. So
I agree. He's like I said, he's 1 for 6, and Cushing's 2 for 8 collectively outside the arc. And I believe Sperry's just the total opposite of that, because they were like hitting everything.
Absolutely. He's lining up to take it right there.
Yeah. Well, looks like Coach Ezell put somebody on him a little bit tighter. Oh, Cushing can't allow that to happen very often.
Well, and they got that put back there, but still they prevented the three-point shot.
True. Nice job by Yount.
Running jumper there.
Yeah. 6 points, 7 points for Yount. (41-38). Oh, nice backdoor play by Sperry to get the bucket. Within 1. Whoa. I believe Crooks just caught them off guard on that one.
Yeah, he had an open look there.
Good play. Looks like a foul away from the ball.
They call a holding on, grabbed his arm, or?
I don't know what that call is. That's usually a full timeout.
Maybe that was the face mask on the Super Bowl that didn't get called there. That's what the late whistle.
41-40, Tigers lead it, 4:17 here in the third. Sperry will inbound the basketball as soon as they get the scorers table cleared up down there.
Oh, good.
Jones, quick feet.
That's a.
Cushing's starting to liven up a little bit. That's that's the team we've witnessed the last 4 games.
Defense creating that, and they're just anticipating back to what they were doing in the first quarter, anticipating those passing lanes, jumping out there, making something happen.
41-40. Tigers with the basketball.
Oh, nice give and go there.
Nice. Yount doing a great job offensively, keeping everybody going, getting the ball to him.
Well, he flashed across the lane there, made himself present down there on the block, and then Noah just cut down the baseline right behind him, and a nice little dish from Yount.
Jones, 5 for 6, now 5 for 7 at the free throw line. $14 points for Jones.
That's almost an open shot for that guy back there.
Yeah. Man. That foul didn't need to happen, but
They going to call Jan on that?
No, Hilligoss.
Hilligoss.
Be his third.
His third. Team foul number 3.
And Crooks and Jan had that lane sealed off.
Mm-hmm.
Two-shot foul. First one rolls around, won't fall. Tigers lead it by 3, 43-40. 3:24. Guerrero will replace Hilligoss. So you have Crooks, Ezell, Yount, Guerrero, and Jones on the floor. A 2-point ball game for the Tigers.
And now, well, both ends of the court look a lot different for both teams now. A lot more inside game going on both sides of the ends of the floor.
And you can see that the Sperry's not respecting the Tigers' three-point ability either.
No.
You know, they're staying in on that zone defense.
Again, putting the guy out there in his face, changing that shot a little bit. Oh, that's going to be a charge.
No way getting away from that one.
No, he was set for about 3 steps on that one, I think.
First foul for Crooks. Tigers lead it by 2 with 2:45 left in the third. Tigers with 11 points here in the third. 5 points for Sperry.
Well, the Tigers' defense have made Sperry change that and not take that outside shot. They've had to drive in.
Zell took the shot outside the arc. Yount.
Nice.
Yount has come alive here in the second. 5 points for Yount. One for 7 for Ezell outside the arc. Big block by Yount. Zell quickly down the other way. Had Guerrero open on the far side of the lane.
Jones followed it right in. Jones followed it right in.
16 points for Jones.
And just like that, Spurs gone kind of cold from way out there. They've had a little pressure on those shots. And
Jones from 12 won't go. Yount with a putback.
Nice putback.
11 points for Yount.
Point run going on here.
They have only scored 5 points. Zell for 3.
Man, just when you think.
Yeah.
Here comes Zell getting hot from the three-pointer. Good timing.
10 points for Zell. 3 Tigers in double digits. Tigers left the back door open on that one. 52-43, 20 seconds left in the third period. Tigers had scored 20 points here in the third.
Now this is smart for the Tigers right here, is to, take some time off the clock, let it run, get your shot. Control the ball.
Exactly, and they've done definitely a full turnaround from that first half here in the third, and working the ball around, in and out, and more importantly, they're hitting the point-blank shots.
Even just a three-pointer here or there sure makes a huge difference on the offensive end.
That'll end the third. 52-43 is your score. Tigers lead it. You're listening to the Hub. Welcome to the Hub. You're listening to the Hub Network. I'm Bruce Vogt along with Joe Kennedy. We are live in Cushing, Oklahoma. Tigers in a battle here going into the fourth, 52-43. Tigers scored 20 points there in the third to Sperry's 7. So a great run by the Tigers. Yount so far has 11 points. Azell 10. Hilligoss 2, Crooks 9, Jones 16, and Guerrero with 2 points.
A big change in that third quarter from the way the Tigers were playing at the end of the second quarter there, and good momentum for the Tigers.
And looks like we're going to have another foul by one of the Pirates.
It is a little bit characteristic like the last game with Sperry, because they kind of hung around for a while, and all of a sudden Tigers open up this double-digit lead. And
let's see if the Tigers can close it out. Guerrero for 3.
Boy.
Guerrero with his 6th point tonight.
You just get a few of those every once in a while. It'll open up that middle quite a bit.
Absolutely, and you can see how Sperry spread the Tigers thin. But the Tigers got to preserve that outside shot, because
they still have to respect it. That guy can.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good distance right there. I think he could take it, and he was going to, but
Yount foiled that one.
He was just waiting for him to make the move. He wanted to go up on that one.
Yep. And Tigers going down the stretch are going to have to make those layups on a fast break. (55-43), three-pointer.
I don't think they've hit one in the third quarter.
They haven't.
In fourth quarter here.
Jones off the glass. Jones with 18 points. He leads all Tigers.
Yeah, that last possession, I thought Yount was putting a lot of space in that three-point shooter.
And Sperry does not even look like the same team. here in the second half as they did in the first.
You took that 3-point, you took that 25-foot open 3-point shot away, and there weren't left much, and really just a little bit of pressure on that changed the dynamic of that completely.
It sure did, and Cushing has taken really still playing the same game they played in the first half. It's just now that they're actually hitting the score, hitting the bucket. Pitchy for 2 in the corner, didn't make it.
Sperry wanted a big foul there, but
yeah. 2. 3-pointer from the wing. Again, gone cold. Oh, big block by Jones. You talk about putting it in your face. Ezel from the corner. A little short.
Boy, that'd have been a dagger if he'd hit that thing.
Oh, man. 2 for 9 for Ezel. Outside the arc.
Get a foul on the here from beyond the arc, so
and an obvious disruption.
Absolutely,
and the Cushing has capitalized on that.
The difference here, I mean, from earlier in the season, we saw turnover after turnover after turnover by the Tigers, and you're not seeing that. They're playing under more control, even though they're playing. They've got their wits, feet about them a little bit. Just like that right there.
Nice.
They maintained control of the ball, and they found the open guy in the key in the lane there and put 2 points up.
13 points for Yount on that. Nice pass from Crooks, and the Tigers.
Oh, he got the arm.
Yep.
Offensive foul there.
The Tigers, you can tell they're taking from the practice field to the court to game time here.
Yeah,
they work the ball around.
They've gelled as a unit, and they've got their rotation going. I think Coach has got their rotation in good shape, and they're playing well together here.
I mean, Yount has caught fire here in the second half with 15 points.
Just with his ups down there, he's a pretty good presence down low.
He is, and he's like I say, he can got such a vertical jump that he almost makes that look easy. Tigers doing a great job on the defensive boards too, not giving Sperry that second look. Guerrero for shot outside the corner, didn't get to drop. Yount with the putback.
I mean, that's the way to mop that stuff up right there and keep yourself going the right direction. I mean, you might take one of those 3-point shots, you don't get it, but you clean it up on the other end.
Exactly. The 63-44. And Sperry has only scored 1 point here in the fourth. Tigers have scored 11.
It was a rare rebound that Yount didn't go up high enough to get. The other guy out jumped. I think I've seen that once all game.
Guerrero from the right side corner. He'll hit. It hits the back of the rim and rolls right in. Guerrero is 2 for 3 outside the arc.
Well, this is almost a mirror image of what the last game was with Sperry too, because here you were, played a pretty tight game for 2.5 quarters, and then all of a sudden Cushing opens up this lead on them, and now you're 20 points out. And this is almost very reminiscent of the last game with Sperry as well.
Right. And Cushing leads it, look there, by 22 points. But the thing is, and you brought this to light earlier in our conversation, is going into districts, we've got to play 4 periods of basketball, not just the last 2.
Right, and they've got to figure out a way to make that. But I will say this: I'm impressed with their third quarter play because they just kept it shut down. They came out and made some good adjustments. They started getting the energy up on defense, challenging those shots from Sperry, what was keeping them in the game, and they just shut that down. So good adjustments at halftime this time by the Tigers and by Coach Ezell there to get them remotivated to come out and get that 20-point lead going.
Exactly, and they made the right adjustments. And of course, we can sit here and criticize all night long, but should they have made those adjustments earlier on that three-point shooter to come out? Like I say, we can be armchair referees or coaches up here, but the thing is, they made the adjustments, the right adjustments. The players responded well to it, and it worked.
And I think, again, it goes a little bit back to that rotation that Coach has got going here, because you've got the right players on the floor that complement each other. And even Guerrero getting in the mix with a couple three-pointers has made a big difference in how this team can play.
And that's a confidence builder for Guerrero, because we haven't seen him shoot that many three-pointers this year.
He's not your big scoring leader, but when he can do that, you're firing on all cylinders.
Exactly.
Good pass. Look at that.
That was Yount all the way. He got the rebound, got the long pass to Crooks. Crooks just saw him coming in, and boom, off the back glass.
Good vision on the court there to see where your guys are coming and what they've got, what's available to you.
17 points for Yount. He's just 1 point behind Jones. Because you got Yount with 17 points, Ezell with 10, Hilligoss with 2, Crooks with 9, Jones with 18, and Guerrero with 9 points. Guerrero, like we're talking about, uncharacteristic of him, as we've seen this year, he has 9 points.
Wow.
I didn't even see who made that one.
That was that Crooks?
Was that Crooks? I was running my mouth and wasn't paying attention, so 11 points for Crooks.
I think it was. I'm not positive on that.
There's that long three-point. I mean, they have just snuffed that out here in the second half.
Well,
Tigers are going for the basketball, too. They're not just sitting back watching the ball game.
And more importantly than that, they're controlling the ball. And I think this is a big difference in the last 4 or 5 games, that they're playing under control. They're not giving the ball up. They're not making turnovers. They're doing a better job handling their business up and down the court.
Right. 71-46 is your score with 1:36 left in the game. Several new Tigers in the game. I'm sorry I don't have names for them, but I will correct that before our next game. Make sure I get those from the coach.
Just challenging the perimeter out there now.
And that's what we want the Tigers to do. And I think I heard Coach Ezell say we played Crossing Christian at the Stroud tournament. Yes. I'm not sure what the outcome was there because I didn't get to make that tournament.
I think that was one of the first games, and they, Crossings was pretty tough team.
But it's like you said, they're either 4th or 5th in their district, which we're in the Tulsa 7, and I'm not sure what district they're in. And a nice, again, I don't have a name for it. Let me see if I can. That was Skelnick on that bucket. You have Spradlin in the game, along with Brandon, Case and Brandon.
Well, not a bad idea to get these guys kind of warmed up and loosened up here as you go into district play as well. They get a little time they can be on the court here, get some game time experience, and
Gross and Hydra in the ball game also, along with. And that's one I do not have a name for. I have a number, but not a name. And yes, you're right. It's a good idea to get the ball, get some players, underclassmen in. But right now, everybody's an underclassman.
Well,
very much. So
very true. And that's a good way you build your program and you build some success in future years by doing that, giving some game time experience. And
a lot of juniors on the ball club playing tonight, so they'll be senior laden next year. Second shot, 73-46 with 13 seconds. Tigers will obviously end up winning this ball game and go into .46 is your final. And I want to thank you guys for joining us. And remember, March 1st, baseball starts in Tecumseh, Oklahoma. And then they will bring it back to Cushing on the 3rd. We will be Friday night in Oklahoma City at Cross Christian to start district. Thank you for joining the Hub. I'm Bruce Vogt along with Joe Kennedy. Good night, everybody.